Hello, everybody. Hello. I am just going to double check that I'm live in the right places and all that jazz, the sound's working, etc. If you're watching on the replay, please pop replay into the comments. I'm just going to check the two different places that should be live because the past couple of weeks, it has not always worked as it should. The reason I'm a little bit later than normal is because my notes decided not to work, which is not ideal. So it looks like I'm live on the Kimber Digital page, which is nice. And the Get Nature Instagram group as well. Perfect. There we go. So as normal with these lives, I'm going live using a piece of software called StreamYard. And that means that I can't necessarily see your name unless you give StreamYard permission to see your name. But that's only for the live people. So if you're watching this on the replay, don't worry about this. If you're watching live, go to streamyard.com/Facebook and give StreamYard permission to see your name. You shouldn't have to register. You just click a button. Of course, the door's going now just as I started this live. That's hilarious. Hi, Jen. I can actually see you today. Look, so you must have given StreamYard permission to see your name. That's excellent news. All right, let's get my notes up, shall we? The postman's just going to have to wait today. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kimber and I am a gamification specialist. This live is part of a series of lives explaining what gamification is and diving deeper into the topic. So if you've missed the last couple of weeks' lives, the first live we talked about what gamification is and why it's a game changer for your business. And last week we talked about using gamification to increase your online sales conversions. You can watch both of those lives on the replay, and I'm sure my team will be popping the links to watch those lives on the replay into the comments. Today, I'm going to be covering using gamification to increase your engagement. At 2 p.m. on Wednesday next week, the 1st of December, I will be sharing some of the common myths surrounding gamification. And then on Tuesday, the 7th of December, midday UK time, these are all UK time, I'll be sharing how some companies use gamification for evil and why so many people think that gamification is a tool for manipulation and how we use gamification at Kimber Digital differently. So if you want a reminder for any of those lives, what you can do is if you are watching, well, wherever you're watching this, if you comment the word live, L-I-V-E, if you're watching on the Facebook page, our handy bot will automatically pop up and will tell you more information about the lives and give you a menu of choices of which ones you want reminders for. If you're watching this anywhere else, you can still comment live, but my team will come back and give you the link to sign up for the bot reminders because they only work on the Facebook page. Either way, you can get reminders when we are live. So before we get started, I want to run a little competition for you guys. So what we're going to do, and this is only for the people watching live. So if you're watching on the replay, you can skip this bit. But for those of you watching live, what we're going to do, it's really, really easy and it's just a bit silly, is to guess how long you think today's live is going to be in the comments. And the person who gets closest to the actual complete time of this live will win a mystery prize. So this is in no way affiliated with Facebook. I have to say that. So the other things that I need to say are you need to guess how long you think this live is going to be within the first 5 minutes of this live, because I don't want somebody hanging around till just before you think I'm going to finish and then going, oh, this time. And what are the other things I need to say, because my notes have decided to delete themselves. How we will announce the winner is once the live's finished, my team will have a look at who guessed the closest time to the end of this live, and then they will tag you on the post so that we can give you your mystery prize. So you've got less than a minute left to get your guesses in for how long you think this live is going to be. Okay, so let's talk about using gamification to increase engagement, shall we? There's loads of you guessing. This is brilliant. Keep guessing, people. In this live, I will be talking about how gamification can be used as a tool to increase engagement with social media posts, memberships, challenges, online courses, and affiliate launches. And I'm going to throw in another example for good measure. Why not? And I'm going to talk about why engagement is so important, as well as how you can use gamification to increase your engagement. So let's start with social media engagement. You've got 5 seconds left to get your guesses in if you haven't guessed already, by the way, guys, to get involved in this competition, which is very exciting. Okay, so That's it. Nobody else can enter the competition now. That was over quick, wasn't it? All right. So why is engagement important in your social media posts? Engagement's a funny thing. You might know that you need it, or you might have heard that you need it, but you don't know why it's so important, perhaps. So higher engagement in your social media posts, specifically in your social media marketing, but also in your memberships, your challenges, your online courses, etc., can lead to better results for your business and for your audience, your members, your students, all those things as well. But on social media, it is a sign that people are watching what you do and they are interested in what you do. Your content is hitting the mark, which means those people want to see more from you. It is demonstrating to the social media algorithm gods that people like your content, and therefore that post is worthy of showing to more people. And it's also a sign to the social media algorithm gods that certain people, those particular people, like that post, and therefore it should probably show more of your content to those people. But why do you care about any of those things? So if the social media platforms show your posts to more people, that's more eyes on what you do, and that's more potential buyers. Sounds obvious. If they show more of your content to the same people, those people are reminded of you and what you sell on a regular basis. Hurrah! And the more people that are exposed to your brand, the more likely they are to buy from you when they need what you sell. You'll stick in their memory. Also, for those people that are engaging with your content, it's a signal that they like or find it interesting enough to engage with it. And if people feel like they're getting something valuable from your social media interactions, from the social interactions that they have with you, it can contribute positively towards how people feel about your brand overall. So I've written here, in essence, more engagement is more sales. Not necessarily, because it might not all be the best kind of engagement, but on the whole, more engagement will lead to more sales. And I've said here, maybe not today, but eventually. It's also a pretty nice ego boost. Not going to lie, who doesn't like more likes and comments? So here's a little quote for you from Geraldine. I'm not even going to try and say this surname. Nia, maybe? I did try it. Regional account manager at Social Breakers, Asia Pacific. If your goal is brand awareness and building a relationship with your audience, then engagement is a more important KPI. So how do you get that elusive engagement? Well, everyone's different, okay? So not everybody is going to respond to the same methods on your social media accounts when it comes to trying to motivate them to engage with your content. Also, there's always going to be some people who prefer not to engage on social media at all. You've all got lurkers. There's money in the lurkers as well. Some people just like to browse and observe, and that's okay. But it means that you're extremely unlikely to get 100% social media engagement. You definitely won't hit the mark with every post. I don't hit the mark with every post. The biggest, most visible people on social media don't hit the mark with every post. But you can increase your engagement by considering a few things and tweaking parts of your social media marketing to ensure you're speaking to all of these different types of people. And games are great for engagement. Games are great for market research and more. Now, everyone has played a game, even if they don't think that they are a gamer. The amount of people who say to me, I don't really play games. And then when we dig into it, they do play games, or they have played games in the past. So from a game of Kickapow in the park to Noughts and Crosses, from Farmville to Fortnite, from Space Invaders to chess and more. Everyone has played a game, and they've been around forever. Make it easy for your audience to engage with your content by playing games with them. Now, if you don't know how to play games with your audience, we have created a social media templates pack specifically to play games in your stories with your audience. They're designed for Instagram stories, but you can use them in other stories. There are a set of 30 templates in Canva and a PDF and a how-to video that explains how to make the most of those templates. It's only $17.99, which is less than 60p per template. And some of our customers who have used the templates within just a week saw a rise in content interactions of over 25%. My team will drop a link to that below. So let's talk about courses, memberships, free challenges, and affiliate launches next. Now, there's going to be a lot of similarity here around the kind of why engagement's important, but high engagement in your online courses, memberships, free challenges can lead to better results for your participants. If they ask more questions and engage with the materials, so the course materials or whatever's in your membership or the challenge tasks, the more they're going to learn and the more they will remember, the better their retention will be. For affiliates, those people are, so for those of you who don't know what affiliates are, if you're selling an online course, you could have other people selling the course on your behalf and they get a percentage of the course fee. So those affiliates who are selling on your behalf, if they're more engaged with your affiliate launch, then that can get better results for the affiliates and for you. Because the more affiliates ask questions and engage with your launch, the more they will learn about what's actually involved in the process. Some first-time affiliates might think that it's easy money and doesn't require any work. The better results their results will be in terms of leads and sales that they get, which means they get more money, which means you get more money, and the better their experience will be. So what does higher engagement for participants actually mean for you? Well, apart from the fact that, of course, you want your students to get better results from your courses, you want your members to get better results from your memberships, you want your challenge participants to get more and better results from your challenges. That's the whole point. Happier participants means better case studies and better testimonials, which you can then use to sell more spaces on future courses. Then you can use to improve the next launch of your membership. You can use to increase the signups on your next free challenge. And when it comes to affiliates, if they have a good experience, they are more likely to want to sell for you in the future as well. Their testimonials will also help you to attract more affiliates next time. That social proof is vital in your future marketing efforts. So, higher participant engagement in your courses, memberships, and launches, and higher affiliate engagement is just going to be better for your business. And happier customers are more likely to tell other people about you as well. I've got another quote for you here. Loving the quotes today. This one is by, and I love this, is by Florence Martin. Now, some of you will know my other half is Lawrence Martin. This is not him. This is a Florence Martin from the University of North California of Charlotte. So student engagement increases student satisfaction, enhances student motivations to learn, reduces the sense of isolation, and improves student performance on online courses. Engagement in courses is really, really important. And of course, higher engagement and better experience for challenge participants means people will more likely to buy the upsell at the end of your challenge, which is a big part of why you run free challenges. So if challenge participants genuinely enjoy the experience, feel that they've learned a lot and got a lot from being in your challenge, they are considerably more likely to buy whatever you're selling at the end, because they'll think, if the free taster was this good, imagine what the paid stuff will be like. So how do you get higher engagement in your courses, your memberships, your challenge launches, and your affiliate launches? As I just mentioned above with the social media, everybody is different, okay? So if you treat everyone the same, it's not going to work. Everyone will respond differently to different methods, and everyone is motivated by different things. So there will always be, just like I said with social media, some people who prefer not to engage in your courses, in your free challenges. They like to learn, they like to implement on their own. They don't want to get involved, and that's okay. So you're not going to get 100% participant engagement in any of those things, but you can increase your engagement by considering a few things and tweaking parts of your courses, memberships, challenges, etc., to ensure that different types of motivation and different types of people are considered. So here are some things for you to consider, some questions for you to consider. Who is actually on your online course? Who is actually in your membership? Who is in your challenge? Who is affiliating for you? Now, you might want to attract one type of person, but you might actually be attracting lots of different types of people. So you need to write down all these different people that you're actually attracting. And then for each of those types of person, ask yourself, why are they there? And be honest with yourself, okay? Why are they in your course? Why are they in your membership? Why did they sign up to your free challenge? Why did they want to be an affiliate? There is no daft answer here. Consider all possibilities, because they are on my course because they want to learn about what I'm teaching is not going to be the case for everybody. They are in my membership because of whatever thing you are selling is not necessarily why they're going to be there. Different people join things for different reasons. So really, get it all out of your head and think about all of the possible reasons they could be there. And then, how can your course, membership, free challenge, affiliate launch be amended to provide motivation for these different types of people who are hoping to achieve different types of things? And how can your course, membership, etc., be amended to get those people, different types of people, to engage more with your course and membership materials, with your challenge tasks, with your affiliate launch, but also with the delivery team? and the other participants as well. There are some quick wins here. So what you could do is to ask existing or past participants in an anonymous survey all of the questions, basically, why are you here? So that you get some real answers. Because if you ask them in an open setting, they're more likely to say, oh, I'm here to learn what you're teaching. So I don't know, from my old Instagram course, I'm here to learn Instagram. They might actually be there because they want to see how I run the course, or they want to network with other people, or whatever. But they don't want me to know that they specifically are there for that reason. But if it's anonymous, they might be more likely to tell me the truth. And it could be something as simple as they don't know how to engage properly with the group, or they don't know how to take part properly. They don't know how they can get more out of the course, or out of the membership, or out of the challenge, or out of being an affiliate. They might just be completely new to the concept. So simply outlining some very easy ways to engage could be enough to get things started for those people. Now, this is obvious, right? You're probably like, yeah, okay, Kimber, but are you doing it? It's also a very basic approach. So if you want to learn more, then of course you can work with me one-to-one to revamp your course, your launch, whatever it is, from onboarding to upsell. We are looking for people to work with. Oh, my ear just popped. That was weird. It sounded like there was two of me. So we are looking for people to work with who have run their project. So whether that be an online course, their membership, free challenge, or affiliate launch successfully at least once, so that we can use gamification to help them to improve on their success already. The reason we're working with people who've already run it once before during this testing phase is whilst we're testing out our methods, we want to be able to show a comparison of before and after. So if you're running something for the first time, go and run it, get all the stats, and then come back and you can work with us and we'll go, right, now you've run it once, let's gamify it, gamify the hell out of it from beginning to end, and see what we can, like how much better we can get results out of this. And because we're testing, obviously we're offering it at a reduced rate. We only have a couple more places because we have signed up some more one-to-one clients, which is amazing. So we've got only a couple more places at a discounted rate before it more than doubles. We can't start work with any new people until February, so get your applications in soon. My team will pop the information and application form link into the comments for anyone who is interested in those kinds of things. But I'm now going to talk to you about a case study. And I wonder if Chanel's still live, because I'm about to talk about a Chanel example. Not you, the brand Chanel, right? Okay, so these, like I said, these are extremely basic things to talk about in terms of gamification. There are literally hundreds of things you can do. So I'm going to share with you an example of how Chanel Beauty used gamification to draw attention to their brand, get into the news, make their shopping experience more fun, and make more sales. So in 2018, they created something called Coco Games Centers, and they placed them in like big malls and places like that across Asia. They're places like Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Seoul, and Bangkok and Singapore. What is it, though? You're probably wondering. So it's so much fun, and I don't have images that are copyright free, so I can't share images with you, but I'm going to try and describe it. So, and you can Google it after this anyway. So it's an arcade game style interactive pop-up that they put in these malls. So they basically built an arcade hall in these malls, and it combined the Chanel Beauty cosmetic items and arcade games. So you could play games and potentially win exclusive gifts and prizes. And they made it really beautiful. So it was really Instagrammable. And you could also try out the Chanel Beauty products whilst you were there. So people were going there to play the games and accidentally kind of were learning about the products whilst they were there. And they could win prizes as well. And then, because it was super Instagrammable, people were taking pictures and then sharing it online. And people absolutely lapped this up. There are hundreds of articles online about it because it was so successful. People, would see their friends going and would think, oh, this is obviously a temporary thing. So then they'd run and they'd want to go and get involved, and they'd take their friends there and they'd play the games and they'd win, and they'd learn more about the beauty products, and they'd buy the beauty products. It increased their social media engagement. It increased their social media followings. It increased their sales. Now, obviously, this is a massive undertaking. I'm not suggesting this is something that a small business could do, but it's a good example of how big business is using gamification. It is huge. It is being used by large brands. It is being used by small brands as well for better results in their business. But like I said, what might work, like this is a an example for a big brand, what might work for one business and one audience in terms of increasing engagement through gamification might work for them, but it won't necessarily work for another, which is why we work bespoke and on a bespoke basis, one-to-one, to create a completely unique concept for clients, because their businesses and their audience are unique. So it makes sense to make a bespoke, unique concept for them. The links to find out more about one-to-one are already in the comments. Okay, so if you found that useful and you happen to have a community or a podcast that could benefit from learning about gamification for courses, memberships, affiliates, challenges, or even to getting more engagement in your social media, why not invite me to speak in your group or on your podcast? There will be a link somewhere in the comment to find out more about our guest experts spots. There on that page, it says what I can talk about, my bio, things like that. So have a look and feel free to message the team if you do want to book one of those in. And if you want to find out more about gamification, if you're still a bit like, I still don't really get it, watch the 2 lives that we did the past 2 weeks. The links have already been put into the comments for that. And we've got more lives coming up. Like I said, if you comment the word live, either on the Facebook page or Handybot will come up and say, hey, here's the lives that are coming up. Which ones do you want reminders for? Or if you're watching this not on the Facebook page, the team will send you a link to sign up for the bot. So comment the word live and we'll find out more. And I'm intrigued about how quickly I got through this today, because I'm done. So I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to say thank you to all of those who took part in the competition. Once I've closed this window down, we'll have a look at who was the closest guest to how long I was going to be talking to you for. And we will tag you to let you know about your prize. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone.